Welcome students. In this class we will study regarding the nuclear detectors. So the first detector for your syllabus is Geiger-Muller counter. So Geiger-Muller counter is a nuclear detector which is used to detect the alpha particle, beta particle and gamma radiations. With the help of this counter we can detect all these nuclear radiations and the particles coming from the different radioactive isotopes. In the year 1928, Geiger and Muller they designed this counter to detect all these particles and the radiations. So first we'll begin with the instrumental setup. So what the instrument consists of? First, the instrument consists of the cylindrical metallic chamber. This is the cylindrical metallic chamber which is filled with a gas medium. So what this gas consists of is 90% of argon will be there and 10% of alcohol will be there. So why this alcohol and argon is used, that I will discuss later. So there will be a cylindrical metallic chamber. So this is the cylindrical metallic chamber which is filled with the gas medium, and that gas consists of 90% of argon which is a inert gas and 10% of alcohol will be there in the cylindrical metallic chamber. And at the middle, at the center, there will be a tungsten wire is wounded. At the both the sides ebonite plugs will be there, and in between tungsten wire will be there, and this tungsten wire this serves as anode which is positive. So this serves as anode, and this anode is connected to positive terminal of high tension battery. This is connected to positive terminal of the high tension battery, and this cylindrical metallic chamber is there. This serves as cathode which is negatively charged, and this is connected to the negative terminal of a high tension battery. So first one, anode is connected to positive terminal of the high tension battery, and the cathode, which is nothing but the cylindrical metallic chamber, this is connected to negative terminal of the high tension battery. And in between that we are having the load resistance which is of 100 mega ohm. A very high resistance will be there. So there occurs a potential drop across this resistor, and that potential drop we are going to connect to the counting system. So where we are having pulses, that pulses we are going to count in the counting system. This is the counting system. Whenever an ionizing particle or a radiation that enters this cylindrical metallic chamber, there what happens is, already this is filled with the inert gas. This is filled with the gas. So this particle, ionizing particle which enters the gas which is present inside the metallic chamber, so what happens, there occurs the collision, and this ionizing particle this is going to collide with the gas molecules which are present inside this cylindrical chamber. Then what happens is, actually ionization takes place. This ionizing particle which is coming from different radioactive isotopes, this is going to collide with the gas molecules, that is nothing but the argon we have taken in a tube. So when this is going to collide with this argon gas, what happens, ionization takes place. So when this collides, the outermost electrons will be knocked out from this gas. Electrons are knocked out from the outermost shell of the gas. Then what happens, there will be emission of the electron, and this gas molecule is there, this becomes ion. This is positive ion. There will be creation of the positive ion and the electron. When ionizing particle enters this tube, there will be the ionization. So because of that ionization, what happens, there is a production of the ion, positive ion and the electron. Then what happens is, this electron, because this is connected to very high tension battery, so these electrons are attracted towards the electrons are attracted towards the anode. So here all the electron move towards the anode, which is nothing but the tungsten wire, and the positive ions are there which are created during the ionization. They are attracted towards the cathode. So here during their motion, actually what happens is one electron, so when it is going to accelerate towards the anode, then again it is going to collide with the some other gas molecule, so which is present here. So during their motion, one electron, it collides with the another gas molecule. So here what happens, again ionization takes place, one positive ion will be created and one more electron is emitted out. So because of one electron, again one will be there, along with this one more electron is going to generate. So here again this electron is going to produce one more electron, and again this is also going to produce one more electron. So as a result, what happens is avalanche of electrons are produced during the motion of the electrons towards the anode. So here towards the anode, number of electrons are produced. One electron causes number of electrons, and that phenomenon is called as avalanche of electrons. So all these electrons which are generated during their motion, all are attracted towards the anode, and all the positive ions which are created, all are attracted towards the cathode. That I will show diagrammatically. So this is how actually what is going to happen. So all the electrons, avalanche of electrons which are produced during their acceleration towards this, so all the electrons, they come towards the cathode, not cathode, it is anode. All the electrons are attracted towards the anode, and all the positive ions which are generated, so all are attracted towards the cathode. So now all these electrons are accelerated towards the anode, means here there will be a number of electrons which passes through this anode, and which is connected to the positive terminal of high tension battery, and there will be high load resistance. So as this electron move here towards this circuit, as the electrons move towards this circuit, there will be a large potential drop takes place across the load resistance. So that large potential drop we are going to connect to the counting system, so where we are going to get the pulses, and here the electrons move in this way, in this manner the electrons move, and there they complete the circuit. So during when one particle enters the ionizing chamber, so there will be complete discharging of the gas molecule takes place. So when one particle enters this, there will be production of avalanche of electrons, and all the gas molecule becomes ions, positive ion and electrons will be there. So all the electrons, they are attracted towards the anode, and this and anode that is connected to positive terminal with a high tension battery. So this completes the circuit. So here there will be electrons, and these electrons again they are going to complete the circuit. So here are already positive ions, so these electrons are going to combine with this positive ion. Hence again when this going to combine with the positive ion, again the neutral atoms are going to create. So already these are in the deficiency of the electrons. So as the electrons move in this manner, because this is connected to high tension battery, and these electrons again they come towards the cathode. So here they combine with the ions which are positively charged. So electrons and the positive ions, they combine and they form the neutral atom, neutral gas atom. So during when one particle enters this, the avalanche of electrons and complete discharge of the gases takes place, and this phenomena completes, and that gives one count, in the counting system. Actually this is what going to happen. Then again my question is, why 10% of alcohol is used in the cylinder, in the cylindrical chamber? Why 10% of alcohol is used? So during the combination of this electron and the positive ion towards this cathode, when electron combine with the cathode, then what happens? Neutral atom formation takes place. So along with the neutral atom, there will be emission of the photon. So these photons again, they may create the avalanche of electrons. They again collide with the gas molecule. But actually what we want is, what the radiations that are coming from the radioactive isotopes, this only we want to count. But we don't want to count these electrons or pulses that are created during this phenomenon. So these we don't want to count. In order to cancel out these kind of photons which are generated during the combination of electron and the positive ion, so actually alcohol we are going to use. So what this alcohol does is, this alcohol, this is going to absorb this kind of photons. This alcohol absorbs these kind of photons. So this brings a change in the vibrational and rotational energy of the alcohol. So this brings change in the vibrational and rotational energy of the alcohol. Now the photons which are generated during this recombination phenomenon, this is not going to produce any further avalanche of electrons. Only the particle or radiation which is going to enter, because of that only avalanche of electrons are produced, and that only we are going to detect in the counting system as a result of potential drop across the very high resistor. So that's why the alcohol we are using in order to cancel out these photons. And this phenomenon is called as quenching. This phenomenon is called as quenching. So 10% of alcohol is used in order to remove the photon, or in order to absorb the photon that is created during the electron and positive ion recombination. So this alcohol absorbs those kind of radiations which are generated during this recombination. So it absorbs, and that brings a change in the vibrational and rotational energy of the alcohol. So as a result only we are going to detect the electrons that are produced due to the uh, entering particle or radiation, and this phenomenon is called as quenching, and this alcohol is called as quenching agent. So here two phenomena are very important. One is generation of avalanche of electrons, another one is quenching. These two are very important phenomena, and these are the first time that words you are going to hear. So avalanche of electrons means when an ionizing particle enters the gas chamber, there will be production of what? Positive ion and the electron, and that electron during the motion towards the anode, which is positively charged, so during the acceleration, this electron again it is going to collide with further gas molecules, and there also again the ionization takes place. So because of one electron, one more electron is going to generate, and all those electrons which are generated, they are called as secondary electron. So all those secondary electrons, they are again going to ionize the further gas molecules. So as a result there will be number of electrons which is called as avalanche of electrons, and all these electrons are accelerated towards the anode, and they complete the circuit. And this electrons during their motion, they produce the large potential drop across the resistor, which is connected to the counting system that we are going to record as the counts. And again these electrons, they reach the cathode which is negatively charged, and towards the cathode already there are positively charged ions, gas ions are there. So these electrons combine with the gas ions which are at the cathode. So electron, when it reaches this positively charged ion, this becomes neutral atom. So along during this recombination there will be again there may be formation of these radiations. Again these radiations may form ionization phenomena, but actually what we want is, we want only the electrons which are produced due to the entering particle, not um, which are generated inside the gas tube. So in order to remove these kind of radiations, So this alcohol we are going to use, this alcohol absorb these kind of radiations which are generated during the recombination, and that brings change in the vibrational and rotational energy of the alcohol. So only we are going to get the radiations because of this entering particle, and this phenomenon is called as quenching, and alcohol is called as quenching agent. In the next class we will study regarding the how the voltage what is the characteristics of this GM counter and how it is going to respond for the voltage. Take the assignment question, students. Explain the construction and working of GM counter. With the diagram you explain all the things and you upload in the classroom app. Thank you.